this was the time. I don't know. Um, there's no extras. Just gonna get right into the read. Yesterday in my sleep, I got a message for you guys in my dream state during the REM cycle, because that's when I usually get a lot of my downloads. And it was pretty much about choosing better or whatever, or choosing something different. It's like having the ability to recognize two choices, and and I kind of forgot a brunt of the message, which I feel kind of bad for, but I'm pretty sure it'll come back to me once I get into the read. So like, let's just do it. So yeah, I see I'm cosmically ethereal at the top of the deck. So I feel like there's some sort of affirmation. Hold on, let me turn off the heater. I don't have on pants, so don't be like like don't be taken aback. I am in my pajamas. Okay, so right at the top of the deck, I'm saying I am cosmically ethereal. So I feel like the child, like, okay, so the channel message I was getting in my dream state, in my REM sleep, it was kind of connected to this. I am cosmically ethereal. This channel card is pretty much about affirming that you recognize your soul and like what you're here for, and like knowing the power that you hold and that you're perfect just the way you are. You're prepared for what you're here for and all that. It's like growing into that knowing. So I feel like what you guys are going through in life right now is a direct reflection of seeing yourself for who you really are in your fullness, and making decisions and actions based off of that. And I just saw 222 on the time. So that lets me know that we're definitely tapped into the message. Thank you, Spirit. All right, I cut right more to more bliss. So I feel like I said, you guys are trying to bring more happiness and intention into your life based off who you know that you are, you know? Cut to the universe loves what you're doing. So if anybody was questioning, you know, if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, if they're in the right place, if I know that that's something that us Virgos like contemplate a lot, like with any little thing that we do, we're like, okay, am I doing this right? Am I supposed to be doing this? Like, we just want to be as, you know, as productive, efficient, and like, you know, all that as possible, right? So you are definitely doing exactly what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna leave those three. I'm gonna get some more of these channel cards because that's what I was just directed to do. I see no sadness today. So with no sadness today and more bliss, I feel like you're literally it's I'm just getting this overwhelming like message, or just like it's 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 one of those things where it's like every single little piece, it's like whoever this is for, you're so present right now. You're so present, you're in the moment, you're taking life day by day. In every little situation, hey, bunny, every little situation you're dealing with and everything that you're doing, you're like, okay, is this bringing me more bliss? You know, is this for anybody who's into like minimalism, right? They say throw out like, okay, if you go through all your shit, right? And you're like, okay, this brings me, I'm just gonna bring random shit into the camera. So I'm like, okay, I have this little duck. Like, does this spark bliss? Like, does this spark joy? Yes, I'm gonna keep this little duck. Okay, now I have this little vase. Like, does this vase spark joy? Yeah, it does. It's green and yellow. It's two of my favorite colors. Sparks joy. Yeah. Okay. Does this pen spark joy? I'm gonna just, even though it does bring me joy, I'm gonna just say no, right? No, I'm throwing it out. So it's like that. It's like every little person, any person who's interested in you romantically, friends, family, opportunities, environment, whatever you're doing, it's almost like you're examining it and you're making a decision right there in the moment. Like, okay, this does not bring me joy. This does not add to my etherealness, my wholeness, right? Okay, my me. It doesn't add to what I am, or it doesn't align to what I am. So the fact that you're doing that in real time, the universe loves that, Virgo. The universe loves that. The universe loves that you're categorizing your experiences and your relationships based off who you know that you are and the bliss that you know that you deserve. You don't want to feel sadness today or any day. So you're not prioritizing anything that brings more. You get what I'm saying? You know, pretty simple. Pretty simple stuff. At the top of the deck, I see you're doing a bit much. So somebody could be doing a bit too much. So we can definitely look into that. I'm gonna just take it out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. I'm gonna leave it at 5. Y'all know I love 5. 5 is about change. What y'all talking about? All right, so let's see. Ooh, I just got this strange pain in my chest. All right, so let's see what it is that you're doing. That is, let's just go in. I want to go in order, but I'm gonna just go in the way that I want to. Okay. What is Virgo doing that's bringing them more bliss? I'm just curious about that. Ooh, that flew right the fuck out. Well, it's in reverse. So we got the 8 of Swords in reverse. So it looks like what you're doing to bring more bliss into your life, whoever this resonates for, is freeing yourself from like mental entrapment. So anything that makes your mind overthink, anything that makes your brain feel like you're mentally stuck. You know that phrase where people say, okay, that lives in my head rent free, Virgo? Okay, so all of that shit that lives in your head rent free, that's not adding shit to your existence, you're freeing yourself from it. The 8 of Swords is about things living in your head rent free that like cause you stress and anxiety and anything that just feels like unpleasant, right? But you're freeing yourself of that. And that alone is just bringing so much more bliss into your life. Simply not overthinking, right? And this is a really big part of your transformation with this death card at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like that is something that is like, that was just super important for your transformation, your growth as a person. So that's beautiful. Okay. What are you doing that the universe loves? I didn't even get to answer the question. Ask the question before these flew out. But it looks like you're just making decisions in real time. Okay, 2 of Swords. Decisions, mental, logical energy. That has everything to do with your growth and your evolution. So you're making choices in real time that benefit your growth and your evolution and your expansion. And you're also making a lot of good decisions when it comes to romance with this Knight of Cups. So whatever actions you're taking towards love and your emotions and your feelings, Virgo, I'm going to let you know this right now, okay? Ralph Smart says this thing where he says, speak your truth even if your voice shakes, right? So if you're in situations where you're over communicating or you're going over a point over and over, like you're beating a dead horse, you're speaking up, but maybe you're not speaking loudly or you're not being very assertive. Virgo, I'm here to let you know right now, whatever you're fucking doing to evolve yourself in your relationships, you're doing it, okay? I don't care if you're overthinking it. I don't care if you're overdoing the communication. I don't care if you are I don't care what you're doing. You're doing the right thing, okay? Don't let if anybody's around you telling you, Virgo, communicate like this or do like, I'm not saying don't take constructive criticism or obviously like listen to others when they're trying to help a situation go smoothly. Fuck all that, okay? Because I'm not reading for cross watchers, and I'm picking up a lot of cross watching energy as I'm speaking right now. But I'm not a person who reads for cross watchers. You're welcome, whatever, if you're here. But this is for Virgo, okay? What I'm picking up is that all the decisions that you have been making emotionally, especially in regards to romance, the universe loves what you've been doing, right? So if you're usually in situations where people love to pull the wool over your eyes, get the best of you, take advantage of you, I don't give a fuck if it took you a day to notice in another day to fucking put your foot down. Is as long as you're putting your foot down, as long as you're getting it done, that's all that matters, Virgo. Don't overthink it. You know, universe, like literally, spirit wants you to know, like you are doing exactly what you're needing to be doing. It does not have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be swift. If you're still working on saying no, if you're still working on setting boundaries, as long as you're doing it, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Okay. You're independent. Okay. You just got to this place where you're this free spirited, young, feminine energy, this princess of wands, this wanderer, this passionate, free thinking, free spirited individual. You guys just got to this point where you're like living in that and you're very comfortable in that. So it's not going to be perfect. The changes you're making, it's not going to be perfect. It just matters that you're doing it. That's it. Okay? That's a big message for somebody. All right. What sadness is Virgo like avoiding? Okay. So, right off the bat, boom, we got the Queen of Wands, the Moon card. So I feel like you guys are in this very independent space, very passionate space, very creative space. The Queen of Wands, like I always say, y'all, that's the girl everybody wants to fuck. That's the girl everybody wants to hang out with, spend time with, because she's vivacious, she's passionate, she's expressive, she's exciting, creative, all of these fiery, wonderful things, right? But there's the Moon card here. So I think I think what I'm picking on mostly with this is that the more in your power, in your energy, in your fire that you are, Virgo, you're attracting a lot of confusing situations. Like, I'm going to clarify this moon card just so we can clarify it. But what I'm getting intuitively is that the moon card is about the unseen, right? It's about having to lean on and exist within your intuition for guidance, right? So it's one of those things where you can't trust what you're more so seeing. You have to trust more so what you're feeling, what you're picking up intuitively, and trusting that gut instinct, right? That spiritual instinct. So it's like you're saying no sadness today. You're in the Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands don't have time to be sad. The Queen of Wands wants to be excited. The Queen of Wands wants to enjoy life and feel passion, feel creativity. It's fire. It's a fiery element, right? So as you embody this energy, Virgo, okay, very powerful, very, very much so large and in charge kind of energy, right? You attract confusing situations as well. Situations that kind of call for you to lean more on your intuition, because it's like a moth to flame, right? If you're in a fiery energy, you can be in a fiery energy and not be a fire sign, by the way. But it's like a moth to a flame. And this is a perfect example as well, because moths are out mostly at night. They are always in the darkness. They represent darkness, really. So I mean, it's pretty clear. I'm just picking up. I'm getting a lot of downloads for you guys. I know it took some time. I'm taking a lot of time in between these reads. My apologies, and I'm getting a lot of downloads because of it. I know I've been kind of missing you guys. But what I'm getting really is that, like, you're attracting a lot of situations that call for you to use your intuition, because when people are in a fire element, they tend to be more action oriented. They don't take a lot of time to think or feel or be insightful or intuitive before acting, right? Before making decisions, before doing things. So we kind of put ourselves in situations where we're so damn energetic, where we just kind of end up somewhere and we're like, damn, how did I get here? Okay, now I gotta like kind of scale it back and figure out what the fuck I'm doing right now in this exact moment. So it's almost like you're finding yourself in a lot of like shadowy, kind of not clear situations, because you're so fired up. And you have the Temperance at the bottom of the deck, so intuitively you know that it would help you to temper yourself and to slow yourself down a bit. But you're in a fire energy, like you can't really help it. It's almost like you need to be, I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. What is this moon energy? Prince of Cups. Okay, So, just as I said, the Prince of Cups is all about balancing your emotions. It's a it's one of my favorite cards about kind of freshly coming into a place of having really good emotional emotional fortitude and you know just understanding your emotions, not just understanding them, but like being kind of newly in a place of like, okay, even when I'm upset or sad, whatever the emotion is, this energy, the Prince of Cups, is like, okay, I just arrived at this place where I'm like, no matter what emotion I'm feeling, I'm able to be balanced, right? No matter how triggered I am, no matter how upset, no matter how whatever I am, I'm able to maintain my composure. Okay, it's about knowing how to be compassionate and controlled and balanced in heated situations or just intensified situations. It doesn't even have to be heated or negative, right? The prince is still new. The prince is definitely like experienced, but he's no pro, but he's definitely seriously experienced as far as like knowing thyself. So it's a beautiful thing. It's like you're trying to master that even in situations where you're caught off guard. Like that's what I'm really picking up on. Like kind of getting caught off guard emotionally, but still trying to like temper yourself enough to know how to balance yourself out in those moments. Very beautiful, Virgo. Very beautiful. And congratulations. You got another card about balance, Justice card at the bottom of the deck. So it's like, it's almost like it's karmically or destinedly like due time right now for you to really have this and master this ability. So you guys are probably running into a lot of practice, a lot of fucking practice. So if you guys are in positions where you're just like, damn, like I keep getting triggered or like I keep, it's because you're exercising that muscle. It's very necessary, and it looks like you guys are in full control of that. So that's why I'm saying like congratulations. It's beautiful because this is not an easy thing to grasp. Oh shit, damn. The Ten of Pentacles just fell on the floor in reverse. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. What is that? What is that about? Is somebody's money threatened? Is their legacy? What is that? Somebody's legacy is being threatened by something, or somebody's feeling like their shit is in reverse. It's not coming out, so I feel like it's something hidden, and I'm not sure if it's meant to be exposed right now. Okay, let's clarify. You're doing a bit too much for whoever may be doing a bit too much right now. What is the too much? And clarify this. You're doing too much. Who's doing too much? Why? And what are they doing? Okay, so we got the Sun card that tried to come out. Somebody's doing a little bit too much to maintain their happiness, or maybe to feel in control. The Sun card is a very vital energy. It's a very important masculine energy. It's in the upright. So I feel like in somebody's pursuit of happiness and their actions towards pursuing their happiness, they could be doing a little bit too much to get there, right? So let's clarify that because it's very interesting. Like, how the fuck is somebody doing too much to get to their happiness? I'm very curious to know how. How can we clarify that? What's going on? Yeah, you're just moving too fast. Whoever this is for, you're being just a little bit too impulsive when it comes to your happiness. It's almost like you're making decisions a little too quickly, a little too hastily in order to find happiness. So somebody is just moving with just too fast and too quick with, you know, just very hastily in the name of happiness. Like, for example, right? It's like, oh, today, and I can relate to this for sure. I'm going to just go ahead and be honest about that. It's like today I'm going to spend $100 on clothes. Like you randomly go out and you spend like $100 on clothes because it makes you happy. But then you're like, damn, like I actually did not have to touch my money like that just to make me happy. You know? So it's like instead of being happy, now you're like, damn, did I really need that to be happy? Probably not, right? It's just like hasty moves. So I can relate to that. I don't know who else can, but I know I can, honey. Let's see. What else? What else? What else is this doing too much? Is there anything else we can add to that? Okay, so there's some type of clarity of mind that I think somebody is being afforded. Like somebody is being blessed with like mental clarity, or you already just kind of have a sense of mental clarity. Um, but I think somebody may be doing too much and may not be picking up on it. It's almost like spirit's trying to give someone a download or an epiphany or something, and somebody's missing it because they're doing too much. If I'm being honest, like you're too quick. Somebody's in like a night, like a air and fire. You got, if you Virgos have been in a very fire and air energy, which is like super up, super energized, super action oriented. Some of you guys may need to slow down just a bit because you're moving so fast and you're doing so much that you're not allowing the information to come in that is important to your next steps. And this is another thing that you have to practice that is literally aligned to your transformation as a soul, like your actual fucking what you're trying to evolve into needs you to know when to slow down to receive information. Somebody needs to know that it's time to slow down and receive information for sure. Like for example, me, I've been going hard for Halloween. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, honey, I still have makeup on right now, and I just ripped my wig off. So like, I just got in the house like, like, honey, I just got in like a good 45 minutes ago. But I've been going so hard for Halloween. I'm realizing like, yo, like, okay, I need to chill out. Like I've been doing all this eating and drinking and all kinds of shit. Like I need to like get my messages so I can like proceed with life. Because this spiritual shit is not a gimmick. It's not fucking popular with me, honey. This is my life. This is real. So it's like, nigga, I know when it's time for me to slow down and receive messages. So that's literally what I'm currently doing, starting right now, obviously, with being here with you guys. But yeah, somebody needs to slow down and get those messages. What's trying to be shown to this person? This card fell out sideways. Damn. All right. Ten of Cups, period. Okay? Somebody is trying, like, Spirit is trying to lead somebody to a place of feeling a lot. Like, it's almost like Spirit knows what somebody needs to be 100%, like, emotionally content. Like, more than content. This is more than contentment. The Nine of Cups is content. Like, that's like, okay, I'm good, right? I'm good on my own. I'm secure. I'm good on my own. Ten of Cups is like, beyond content. That is fucking pure happiness, joy, excitement, all that shit, right? Spirit's trying to lead someone to that place. So that's all you really need to know. Somebody just needs to slow down so they can see how they can fill their cup up. Not even just fill it up, but have it overflow with fucking emotional abundance once more. So it's like, whoever this resonates for, it's like you've been happy, you've been keeping yourself happy, but Spirit's trying to get you back to a place where you're more than happy. You ever get to a place where you're feeling good, just good enough to interact, just good enough to have a decent conversation, a decent interaction, but you know that once you leave that, you're going to have to pour into yourself. It's like someone's at that place where like they're good enough to interact and to get work done and to do this and to do that. But there's, you know what I'm saying? Like there's not enough to like, you need more, right? I'm trying to give you guys this. I feel like this is easily understood, but something is making me feel like somebody's not getting it and I need to go harder. So I'm trying my best to find a example. Like say for example, you were like dying of thirst, right? Or you just were super fucking thirsty and you had a cup of water in your house. Like you know that you drink that cup of water, you're like, oh my God, yes, I quenched my thirst. But you know that you're going to be thirsty again in like 30 more minutes, but you don't have any more water, right? And if somebody needed to come to you and get water, you don't have any to share, right? So it's almost like you have just enough right now, but Spirit wants to give you more, lead you back to a place of having more. Some of you guys have been kind of content with just enough, but Spirit wants to give you more. Some of you know that you deserve more. Some of you know with whatever you've been experiencing, like, okay, this has been good, this has been nice, but I think I do deserve a lot more, right? And I think that's what this whole reading is about. is you guys realizing that what you're doing is okay, but there's always more. There's like it's almost a message about like not shortchanging yourself or like not jipping yourself out of receiving more, right? It's almost like us Virgos, we do that. It's like, okay, I'm gonna take what I got now because I feel this is good enough. But Spirit's like, nah, baby, nah, this you don't even know that there's more. Like there's so much more. This five of swords is at the bottom of the deck, so it's that win at all cost mentality. Somebody wants happiness and contentment so bad, it's almost like they need to control it. So just ease up on the control thing, guys. Because Spirit has more to give you. You can control it if you want, but you're not going to have what you really want at the end of the day. You're just going to have what you think you deserve. And if you just let the directions come in, you'll see how to get there. Is there anything that they can do? I don't know. Like, let me ask a better question. What's keeping Virgo from their Ten of Cups at this moment? What's keeping Virgo from their Ten of Cups? Woo. Spirit was ready to tell y'all ass. So, this is funny. Princess of Wands, the Sun card. Oh my God. So, what's keeping some of you guys from being completely happy is like some of you guys have been experiencing happiness and contentment on your own, right? You guys have been doing the self love. You're good with the self love. You can good by yourself. You're good, right? But what's keeping you from your Ten of Cups is experiencing that ongoingly, right? It's almost like you need to keep that going at all times. It's like push it a step further, right? For example, so say you've been a month, you've been doing you time, work, whatever you need to do for yourself. You've been good. But at some point you're like, okay, I need to mix it up. Like I need to do something else that brings more happiness to my life. So you start doing it, right? But then you notice like, okay, I'm kind of starting to get in this place where I'm sacrificing myself a little bit more than I want to for my happiness. Then you realize you start, maybe somebody here is falling back into old patterns of kind of attaching. Help me get this message out because I feel my throat chakra trying to close up randomly. Somebody here needs to walk away from connecting themselves to situations that take away from their personal freedom. Okay, if that makes sense. It's almost like somebody sacrificing their personal freedom for like temporary happiness. But that is not, it's not good for you in the long run because it's like chipping away at the work that you've done thus far. Instant gratification is what I'm hearing. Is that correct, Spirit? Is there any better way to put that? Yeah, that's right. You'll have victory, public success, all types of victory if you just keep up with the progress that you've made. That's pretty much what I have. Okay? Is there anything else Virgo needs to know before we kind of close this readout? So it looks like you guys are still in this full mode. The Fool, okay? You're still in a place of not knowing exactly what's next. Some of you guys could still be in that place of trying to figure out your next moves. Like you're basically still in that place of like blind faith. But it's not blind because Spirit has shown you possibilities. You guys have been co-creating and manifesting and helping to create what it is that you want to experience. So now you guys are just kind of in a place of like, okay, I know what I want. I put it out there, but now I'm in this place where I don't know what the hell is happening now. Now I'm just waiting on Spirit to tell me how we gonna make it shake, how we gonna make it happen, make it appear in the physical. So that's where some of you guys are. I know that's an awkward space. My bad, y'all. Oh my God. I just wasted a little water on the cards. Well, more of it was on me, luckily. But whatever. I'm tired, y'all. I'm just waiting on my mac and cheese to finish so I can eat it and then go to sleep at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. But anyways, I know this is an awkward place to be in when you've put in manifestation, you put in your order to the universe, and you know it's on its way, but you're just kind of sitting there twiddling your thumbs like, okay, Spirit, I'm just waiting on you. I know we start making poor decisions in our idle time, but if you just like, it doesn't matter what you choose to do in that idle time, right? It could completely be out of alignment with what you, okay. So in that idle time, say you're doing stuff that's just not, you're just doing whatever you want, right? Whatever makes you happy. You guys just have to know when it's time to kind of scale back from that. Like, okay, I've been wilding out all this time. I need to seek out my spirituality, my whatever, in order to get myself to this place where I see my next steps clearly. So we're spending all our time like partying and kind of just like bullshitting. That's fine, you know, until it's too much, until it's taking away from our victory, till it's taking away from our independence, till it's taking away from our innocence and wonder and our happiness, right? That's when we know, okay, what is this serving me anymore? That's what you have to ask yourself, because if you're not seeing the steps clearly to lead you to the manifestation, because you are on a fool's journey, if you're in a rest period, you can do whatever you want during that rest period, but is what you're doing conducive to you receiving messages and directions on your next step? That's what Spirit wants you to know. That's what Spirit wants you to pay attention to. So that's what I have. So I'm going to pull some advice. We're going to end it. And then I'm going to do Scorpio's read later today, because y'all are my first priority. Everyone else comes second, and when I have time. If I'm being 100. All right, let's get y'all some advice. What can Virgo do right now besides tempering themselves, okay? Because we already got temperance, and I think that's coming pretty naturally to you guys, which is like the best part. Ooh, opportunity. What else can Virgo do right now to receive their directions, their guidance, whatever it is that they need for themselves? I think I'm going to just take these three. So 3 cards came out. 3 is one of my favorite numbers, guys. It's all about solid. It's the most solid number in geometry and building, right? It's the most solid structure. So 3 is about, I love 3 because 3 lets me know that it's you, and then it's spirit, and then it's what y'all create. That's what 3 means to me. Just like when you look at the 3 of Cups or the 3 of Pentacles or the 3 of Swords, it's always about you, something else, and something that was created from those 2 things. So opportunity, Virgo, that's coming into your life, unexpected opportunities, opportunities that you've created, opportunities that are expected. These opportunities are bringing more love frequency into your space, and you need to recognize that. The opportunities for love frequency to come into your life. The reason this is important for you to do is because it's bringing about evolution. I'll share a little personal example with you guys because I feel like I am safe to do so. I recently started, kind of made a decision to kind of engage with someone in my life who means a lot to me, you know, because it brings me happiness. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, this relationship is very challenging for me, but the reason I'm involving myself in it is because I have so much love frequency in the relationship itself, and the opportunities that come to me to exercise that love frequency in that space, it brings me a lot of evolution. It does, because the love frequency is what I'm there for. Even if this relationship has poor communication or problems around communication or problems around trust and honesty, there's still a very, very evident love frequency there. This could be family, friend, whatever, right? But I recognize the opportunity to grow myself when it comes to unconditional love or just love in general. Love is growing me, love is evolving me. So I feel like that is the case for some of you guys. Okay, us readers tend to read for people or attract people with a message who can relate to us at the time. So I feel like you guys are getting a lot of opportunities, whether you know it or not. Your advice is to pay attention to the opportunities, because if Spirit's trying to bring something into your life that resonates with your heart and you're pushing it away, you're kind of rejecting evolution. I don't care if it's your ex. Oh, that's what the fucking download was. Oh my God, I just remembered. Okay, thank God. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Okay. So I was sleeping and I pretty much saw and heard, like, I'm trying to remember. So bear with me, y'all. But it was something along the lines of like, somebody wants to go back to their ex, right? Okay, period. Now we got millions of fucking videos about going back to the ex and wanting something new and tired of waiting on the ex. Let's erase all of that for a second and pay attention to the fact that there are individuals who feel are still in love with their ex. Whether they want to be in a relationship with them or not is not the fucking point. It's just the fact that somebody has to revisit some type of loving situation, and this is not romantic for everybody, but you're tempted to revisit it because you know that you are still feeling love between you and another entity, and you have to explore it for the sake of evolution. I don't care if it's a karmic partner, a soulmate, a family member. I don't care who it is. You're revisiting that for a reason. If your heart is yearning for something, I don't give a fuck. Unless this person is threatening your life and your safety, if your heart is going that way, it would behoove you to follow it because there is a lesson there. There's evolution there. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. What matters is the present and the opportunity to evolve through the love frequency. Okay? So that's some advice. Let's see here. Y'all, this is good. Somebody wants to go back to their ex because they still are in love with their ex. And if they don't want to go back to them and commit to them, they want to talk to them. They want to hang out with them. They want to rehash something, clear something out, seek understanding. There's something, and it's because there's evolution there. So don't think that you're crazy because you want to go back, okay? This won't resonate for everyone. That message will not be for everybody, but it's for somebody, god damn it, because I was getting it all in my sleep. And I knew every time I get messages in my REM sleep, it's always messages. It's never just like a normal dream or anything. It's always, sometimes in my REM sleep, I literally hear conversations clear in my fucking head that, like, it's like, it's like if somebody was on the phone talking, like, it's almost like I can hear everything that's being said. I can't really explain it. All I know is, like, say for instance, today I'm going to work at like later today, but I'm sleeping right now, right? I could literally have a vision or just hear talking in my sleep of somebody like, oh, Zen's coming into work today for so and so. And they're telling this to somebody else. This is basically going to happen later in the day, but I have full access to this information like in my sleep right now. Like that's basically what happens. That's like the best way I can put it, but that's not even like the clearest way. But anyways, let's get what kind of energy it would help for you guys to kind of be in right now for your situation, for your opportunities, for evolution or whatever. What kind of energy should Virgo be taking on? What kind of energy should they be in to receive these opportunities? Okay. That card came out in a very interesting way. Okay. So you guys got that Princess Diana of Wells. And it's funny because this lady's energy comes up so much for me. I pick up on so many. I'm a medium, so I pick up on dead people all the time. But it's like it's most clear when it's a dead person that everybody knows, right? So somebody who's like famous or some shit. It's easy to hear what they're saying to me because like I know of them, right? As opposed to like some stranger who's just like a normal person that just passed away and they're coming to give me a message. It's like sometimes I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do with this because I don't know who you are, right? But anyways, Princess Diana energy is coming up hard. If anybody knows anything about Princess Diana, I don't need the book for this. I know a lot about Princess Diana. If you're not a conspiracy theorist, you may not know that she's probably definitely has been murdered by her government. She was murdered by her government in a car accident and like framed as like a cheater and like some more shit. But anyways, she was a beautiful, fucking wonderful, lovely woman. She was very rebellious and she just didn't do things that were expected of her. For example, you don't fucking sit on the floor as a princess, but she'll sit on the floor. You're not supposed to wear black to a fucking, I don't know, like she's just look up Princess Diana. She's amazing. But anyways, that's the energy you need to be in, Virgo, which is like doing your own fucking thing. Like you know the truth, you know you it's like you know what's right and you know what you believe in and you need to act on that, right? It says better to have a one night of pleasure than a whole life of misery. So some of you guys are realizing who needs to stay a one night stand, who needs to stay a surface level friend, who needs to say, it's like you guys are going back to your exes. You might go back to a friend from the past, whoever that is, but you're going to realize, like, damn, wow. And this is the beautiful thing about this evolution because you guys might feel this love frequency. You might go back to this person. This is just an example, okay? Everyone's situation won't end this way. It's just an example. But some of you guys are realizing, like, damn, like, that person was meant to only be a one night. That person was only meant for a season. You guys might go to your ex and realize the love was way stronger than you thought, and you may decide to take it further with them or start over or start again. Some of you guys are going to realize, like, whew, I'm glad that's over because, I thought if, whatever. Okay? Some of you guys are realizing that everyone isn't meant to go with you, pretty much. Yeah, and that's something that you need to embrace. It says, don't ask, don't tell. DNA tests are for commoners. I love this comment because it's so classist, to be honest. But it's like somebody here, somebody here knows some secrets, right? Somebody here knows some secrets or some truth about something. And you're interacting with people who may not know that you know the truth or the secrets. Maybe you just know intuitively what's up. Some of you guys just have this whole ego kind of mindset where you see the bigger picture. You know exactly what the hell is occurring in all your interactions, but the other people don't know. But it's like, that's why it's classist. It's classist, but energetically and spiritually, it's one of those things where it's like it's levels and it's hierarchy in the spiritual space, but it's not in an egotistical way at all. It's just one of those things where it's just like, shit, if you know, you know. And if you don't, you don't. We're all going to get there at some point, right? But it's like some of you guys know things that it's only for you to know. You can try to get the other people on board where you at and what you know, but those people, you can't bring them up to your experience level. You can't bring them up to your, you know, you can't, okay? Period. The truth is there are many people in every marriage. Okay, I think you guys are realizing as well, or you need to embrace and realize that as far as like relationships go in any long-term relationships, and this is not just romantic, this is all relationships I'm speaking on, but there's a lot of people involved, right? Third party situations isn't always somebody cheating on you with someone else. Sometimes it's you learning that your ex or your ex best friend or your family members you don't talk to that much anymore, when you go back to them for this understanding or whatever, that, oh shit, I didn't even know we broke up because all of his friends were basically clowning him for being serious about a girl. So I basically learned that, me and my ex broke up because he was ready for something serious, but he was surrounded by friends who were all bullshitting. So they influenced him in the long run. You know what I'm saying? So some of you are going to go back and realize that your relationship ended and it had nothing to do with why you thought that at first. Or you and your partner may realize, like, oh, we were just moving too fast. and we're still in love and this can still go somewhere. We were just moving too fast and we can do something about that now. So it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm just getting this whole concept of like, how can I put this in short? Because I really want to end this right now. This is the longest fucking video I've, no, it's not the longest video I've ever done, but it's long. It's just the energy of like knowing more or like knowing better, and kind of standing in that for yourself, you know, regardless of where everyone else is, and just kind of like taking in the information that's coming to you and allowing it to like kind of like rearrange some things that were already in your mind. I feel like it's something else with this card that I'm trying to get out here. And I feel like I need to go to the book for Princess Diana, but I don't even know where the hell the book is. Let me see if it's in here. Oh my gosh, y'all. Excuse my work drawer. It's so full of stuff. Like stickers and all kinds of shit. Okay, so I don't see the book. So we're just gonna like not do that. But I will say, okay, that like I'm gonna touch the card because that really helps if I touch it. Somebody is trying to make somebody fit in a lie. That's what it is. It's like somebody is lying to themselves and they want you, Virgo, probably, okay, to like exist in that lie along with them. And you're like, no, I'm not doing that. On some Princess Diana shit. Like, nah, I know the truth. I'm not finna sit here and act like, you know, because Princess Diana knew she was surrounded by the royal family and all of their mess, right? She married into a bunch of fucking mess. Okay? And it's like that's what you guys are experiencing. It's like the veil is off, the fucking wool is off, and you're seeing everything for what it is, the truths, whether they're ugly truths or beautiful truths. It's like you see what's happening now, and you are not acting in any way. You're not just like, you're not going along with a lie. That's just what I'm really getting. Somebody's like, I'm not going along with a lie. I'm not living a lie to please ignorant people. People who choose to be ignorant on purpose. I'm gonna spread truth no matter how dangerous it might be. That's for somebody. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting. I hope that helped you guys. I hope that resonated. I'll be back with another message in midweek for you guys. And I'll probably pop up with a bonus as well, just because it's been a lot of time between the reads. But like I said, I hope this helped. If you guys want to drop a like and a comment or share, please subscribe to the channel. I really want to get this channel to 5K. So I really need you guys' help with that. Let's get these reads seen and interacted with. I love you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing day and a wonderful beginning of your week. Hope you guys had an amazing Halloween and enjoying this very non-existent veil, you know, communing with your ancestors and your guides. Get those offerings, burn the ancestor money, commune. Yeah, talk to them, chill with them. They're here. So, yeah, love you guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.